Okay, so today we have important person from University Tanjung. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Professor Hanif. Thank you. Before I'm asking you, Prof, how are you today? I'm good. How about you? Good, Prof. Okay, let's go to the question. Prof, what is meaning about inflation? About the phenomenon of rising prices of goods and services that we experience every day in the economy. This phenomenon is called inflation, which is often interpreted as a phenomenon of gradual increases in the price of goods and services, or states that happen continuously. Why do prices go up together? Do traders secretly make an agreement to increase the price of their merchandise? This economic phenomenon happens because there are changes in the several components in the rotation of the economy. Apart from being related to price increases, it can also be interpreted as a decrease in the value of the money we pay. Having goods or service that we can buy with 100 rupiah in 2010 is not the same as we can get the same amount of money in 2020. And also, inflation is also an increase in Jakarta in 2010 salaries every 1.1 million. For the example, in 2010, then in 2020, the minimum wage in Jakarta has increased to 4.2 million per month. Many people misinterpret that the increase in the price of goods every year is reflection of a bad economy, when in fact it is not, in the context that it is only Indonesia that is experiencing inflation. Other countries can also say that this phenomenon is natural and common in countries that are considered to be the most economically developed, such as Germany, America, Japan, Singapore, and other countries, which also experience inflation. Inflation is usually expressed in the form of a percentage of Indonesia itself. Data released by Badan Pusat Statistik or BPS will monitor the movement of prices of goods every month, which is monitored in various ways, starting from the price of basic necessities needed by everyone: housing, electricity, education, health, transportation, fuel. So it on BPS website or on the Bank Indonesia website. Okay, means that inflation is a process of price in general and continuously, and the exchange rate weakness is the right proof for things that can be the cause of inflation. The first is demand and supply. The second one is increase in production cost. The third is the circulation of money, and the last is import of goods. Like what, Prof? Like if there are many people who want particular item but the number of item is limited, the price tends to go up. On other hand, if their number of items available is large but there are few people who want to be together, the price will tend to fall. There are many factors that the increase in service. For the example, the number of people is increasing, people income increasing, or it could be because of people taste. How about increase in production cost? The next step is the increase in the production cost of the goods we use every day, which are produced by companies or by home industry and the production process. Of course, if you touch it, you have to spend production cost to buy raw materials, to buy production machine, pay for labor and fuel. For example, in 2013 until 2020, there was an increase in the price of fuel oil. Premium gasoline rose from 4,500 rupiah to 6,500 rupiah, and on November 18, 2014, the price of premium gasoline rose again, so 8,500 rupiah per liter. The percentage increase in the price that is almost the same as the increase in the price of premium gasoline. Maybe it's only gasoline that goes up. Don't get me wrong. Fuel oil has a very important role in the rotation of the economy. Gasoline and diesel are the driving chain for the distribution of goods throughout Indonesia. Bread is like that. The price of bread raw materials such as flour, eggs has been hit fish because the distribution cost increase to the increase in fuel price as well as distribution cost due to increase in fuel prices because the company production raises the selling price to consumer. The problem is that the increase in the fuel prices does not only affect bakery companies, it has an impact on small companies, home industry, traders, and the general public. For example, another thing is the labor cost, which is very related to the UMR. The UMR keeps going up, or the business owner has to take out clothes. My wife labor production costs from the labor side, and in the end, the company has to increase the price of its products sold to the public. Maybe this can also work. Answer: why doesn't the government increase it as high as possible so that the workers will prosper? One of the reasons is that if the increase is carried out in large quantities and in a short time, the entrepreneurs who pay the wage will be burned with high production, so they will increase the prices of goods sold. In the end, even though wages go up, the prices of goods also go up. How about circulation of money, Prof? In 1957, the Indonesian people had lost an independent institution for the government monetary policy. After the authority of the central bank 1966 was taken over, the amount of money circulation in the community increased 150 times. At the time, the Indonesian people were really flooded with a lot of money. Suddenly, all Indonesians had a lot of money, the rich, the poor, and suffering. How could that be? 1960, despite the prices of basic necessity to almost 260 times, Indonesia peak rose to 594%. As a comparison, Indonesia inflation rate, which was considered very miserable, became 78%, while Indonesia inflation rate was 600%. That's what causes the economic crisis. You can imagine that economic crisis that happened in Indonesia at the time. Everyone has money, but every day the prices of basic commodity like rice and meat goes up every day. The purchasing power continues to fall, and people value a handful of rich more than money. The value continues to decline as a result. Whenever people get money, they immediately try to spend their money quickly. Maybe they will buy the money they hold. It will continue to decline in a short time. The behavior of people who continue to spend their money at the roundabout has actually worsened the working situation. The crisis of basic needs, the scarcity of goods is everywhere, and price keeps going up because it's getting rare. Can imports of goods have an impact on inflation? Of course, generally countries trade with each other. The problem is that the price of imported goods can go up due to many factors. For example, because the country of origin of the product is experience high inflation, or because there is a new policy at customs and excise. There is no additional tax deduction for administration fees and others. If you just get the product from Indonesia at an also expensive price, in the end, yes, it also that's why the selling price of goods iPhone to Indonesia is more expensive if you compare the prices of iPhone from other countries. This also applies on the import of industrial raw materials. The prices of industrial raw materials that we get from other countries. Because the country in question is experience high inflation. In the end, it could be a chain effect on the prices of finished products in our country. This is due to the condition and policies that exist in the country. Only this inflation can also occur due to influences from abroad. Okay, we got a lot of knowledge today regarding prices rise when the government inflation prints too much money from Professor Hanif. So thank you very much, Prof, to the knowledge today. Thank you for your coming here. Thank you. I hope the economics in Indonesia is still stable and improve. Yes, Prof. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the watching this video and see you.